Yay, we made it. Welcome, everybody. I see our live is going there at the top. I've got Meredith and Marcy and Maxine. Marian, hello, welcome. We made it to Shop Talk. I appreciate your patience for letting me just boost it into the next day. Last night, what had happened is I got it, these glasses, my goodness, got it all up and running, and I didn't have any cameras. It was just black screen. And hi, Nicole and Aura and Lisa, hi. It was just black screen. And then I couldn't get the second camera to connect. And so I managed to mess around with it in the night. I was watching actually Nicole's live last night. You'll want to go over and catch that on the replay if you haven't already. It was a fantastic interview with Kathy Haberman. And so while they were talking, I was able to kind of mess around with some things, and I think I got it all connected again. And I really wanted to have the cameras working, obviously, so that we could share the things we're going to share. But hello, Polly and Jennifer and Roberta, Pat, I see all of your comments. Everything is working like a charm this evening. So I'm very happy with that. And it's funny, I got it connected about an hour ago, and I'm just like, I just walked away. I'm like, don't touch it. Just let it be. So welcome. I'm so excited you're here. Tonight on Shop Talk, I have a number of things to go over with you, and we're probably going to go back and, review some of them as people join us. And this is something that if you're watching this on the replay, all of the items that we're discussing tonight and that I'm going to share are going to be for a future drop in our shop coming up at the beginning of next week, more than likely Monday. I'm scheduling it for Monday so that all of the items will go live. This is literally a sneak peek for you guys this evening. So we've got some new products and some things that are super fun that I'm kind of excited about. I just want to give everybody a chance because some of the items are not items that I make. And so there will be limited quantities of them as we wait. We can reorder them. So it's not a problem. We won't run out, but there will be limited quantities to begin with, and then we'll restock and go from there. Fantastic. And I'm sure you've guessed what maybe one of those items is because it's coming and it's on the way. But let's get rolling. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We've got so many here joining us. I see Denise and Michelle. Hi, guys. Thelma, Meredith, welcome. The first item that I want to talk about is I've got a lot of things going on back here behind me as well. If you didn't already catch the vlog last week, on the vlog I shared the finish of doing mat for plaid as a pillow sitting in the On the Edge board. On the Edge, I'm going to grab one of those too, and I'll take you to the other camera, but On the Edge is a display piece that was created last year for the Mad for Plaid series, as well as Plaid All Year from Hands On Design. You might have seen them. Actually, I have one over here that has as a, a flat finish. It looks a lot like this, where it's just finished and it's adhered to the back, and then you fill the little tray in the bottom with goodies. I did it a little bit different. I followed a tutorial that Kathy had on her website for finishing a pillow with this on the bottom, fabric on the bottom so that we could raise it, so it didn't sit so low, and then just tucked it in with greens. There we go. And added the charms. That was an item we had that's new. These are available in the shop now. And it's a 4-pack of, these are wood. So these are made out of the maple. So you have maple grain showing in these. And they are layered pieces that we call seasonings because there are 4 seasons to these. I'll display these over here as we keep going. But we've got the seasonings charms in the pack, in the website now as we go. So those were introduced. Now, as I was making those, I was like kind of excited about this whole concept. I got stuff everywhere. So you're going to see me popping all over the place today because it's all over the place. I got kind of excited about the concept of pillows because they're fun. You can make them all different sizes, and they're fabulous. And we have had the dough bowls, which we'll keep ordering the dough bowls and having dough bowls for you. But I thought, if that one can hold one pillow, what if we made a longer one, this wide maybe, that could hold multiples? I'm going to grab it and show it to you with stuff in it. Then we're going to go over to the other camera, break it down. Hold, please. All right. This is the longer version of it, and it is called On the Ledge. So, not to be confused with On the Edge, but this is On the Ledge because we're actually creating a ledge piece. Let me bring you over to the other camera, and we'll break it down so we can take a look at it from a top view. Let me see how this is going to work out. Here we go. I'm glad you're loving sneak peeks. Thank you so much. This is the top version of On the Ledge. And I have pillows in here, which I will give you measurements of these. But these pillows are just kind of resting in the bottom. The pillows are from, well, some of them actually. This one is a Primrose Cottage pillow or design. This piece is from Emily Call. This is a free chart, I think, or it's a chart I have. Anyway, this is a chart in my shop. Maybe I don't. Maybe that was from last year. I might need to add it because you know what, you guys, it might have been from the Etsy shop. But see, this was a tiny little sampler that I made up, and then I just have the 1, 2, 3, and then July 4th. So it kind of went in with the July 4th pieces. These, actually, I only have one. This one, and there's another one that I did. This came from the Summer Memories book by Susan Aki. This, have no idea. Do you guys know where this is from? Does that look familiar to you guys? And that one is a Lori Holt, little Lori Holt. All done in a variety of different things and just kind of mismatched in there. Now, let's take this all apart and look at On the Ledge from another perspective. Oh, and then these were charms that I did for the Valentine. I just thought I'd pop them in there. Now, On the Ledge has a shelf in there, just like On the Edge does, and I filled it with these beads. Now, these were things I had on hand. I'm not real keen about the fact that they're beads, with holes in them, and I have them in natural, and what I did was I painted them. I just threw them all in a bag and threw some paint in the bag and then shook it all up, and that's how I painted these all in a white version, right? Let me go get something out. Well, here, let me dump these. Coming back. That way I can put it this way. So On the Ledge goes together exactly the same way that On the Edge does, and then it has these scallops, and this top scallop mirrors or matches and coordinates with this other scallop from this. So that's part of this particular series. I'm going to show you something else with this one while I've got it on this version here too, because I don't know, maybe you've already noticed the fact that it's kind of a long version of things and wondering if something else might fit on it. And I'm going to say yes and pop this on here right here. Now that bow is in the way, but yes, this is going to fit Tiny Town. So, okay, Luann's asking, the narrowness, is that a word? Is perfect for the bookshelf where, yes, it's not real deep. I can give you dimensions for it, but these will all be listed because On the Ledge is going to be available on Monday. Let me get the light over here for us a little better. Is that better? Maybe, did I just shadow it too much? Kind of in a weird little hole. Did I make it worse? Probably. Anyway, so on the edge, we'll also hold these. Oh, you're right. Marianne is saying that the heart, she believes, is a freebie from Fat Quarter Shop. Oh, Luann, you can't fit a dough bowl. So this might work very nicely because this edge is, I'll get a tape and we'll measure it so I know for sure. It's the same as on the edge, so it's 3.5 inches is the depth of that. So like I said, I filled it first with those wood beads. I didn't love the fact that they had the holes in them. So what I did is I ordered some more wood beads from Amazon to put in here. They'll be coming next week, so I'll add those and get them painted as well. But I have another one to show you for scale, and this one is unfinished. And I also had the notion to grab the felt balls. I ordered some of those. These were some I had on hand, but I wanted you to get a visual of what those look like as well. These pillows are done in 14 count, and they are from Priscilla and Chelsea, Stitching with the Housewives. They measure 5 inches. I'm going to bring you back over to this camera so that you can get a visual for what that would look like then, because I kept the back of this tall enough so that we had space to put larger pillows along with fun things inside, and that you also had height to be able to put a tiny town on there if you like. What do you think? Is that too much, too crazy, so many things, all the things all at one time coming at you? If you have any questions about it, just holler. In the stitch count of this tiny town is, let me take a look. Pretty sure it's 28. Because we did tiny towns. This is 28. Lugana. Let me show you the measure. Let me measure it so we know for sure. Where did I throw that thing? Here it is. The overall measurement of this tiny town is 13 inches wide. So that's why I think it's like on a bigger stitch count. Okay, Jessica's saying, perfect. I bought all of those seasonal towns. Oh yeah, awesome. Liking the versatility. Wonderful. I'm just going back here because I think I probably missed some of your questions. Shari, did you have a question? I just see question mark. And, oh, the count of the stitch count, yes. The charts from there. Okay. I think we're caught up. So that's our first new release for the week. It's called On the Ledge. It's kind of addition to the series that is the On the Edge version. One other item, and I think I'm going to go ahead and continue to finish this piece up, and I've been sharing in my stories as I see others. If you have one finished, definitely tag me in it, because I've been sharing those and putting them in the stories to pass them on so that we can all see what everybody's doing with them, because it's kind of a versatile little piece and a lot of different things. A lot of things can go in here, that type of deal. However, there is another idea that I had, and that would be, you always have this piece here for finishing. However, this could turn around and this could be your finishing piece. And if you just stuck a ball jar in the back like this, you could definitely put a floral or some taller things that would stick up for yourself on this side. I would stick that, stick it up on your shelf. It'll give you a little more finishing room here, and then give you height that you could put other things if you want. It's just a different version of it will stand both directions. I just thought I'd throw that out there for the versatility of what is happening with those two pieces. The other piece can be done like that as well. I'm going to tuck these pillows back in here and show you what it's like, maybe just even without the beads, and kind of why I liked the beads in there, or something in the bottom. Like I said, the felt balls are coming too, but they sit much lower. That's where I thought the beads and the felt balls would be something interesting. When those come in, I'm going to completely finish this off as well. I will photograph it and share that on social media, along with some other versions of it, and I'll fully finish this up, give you some more ideas of how to use it. But I think it's a great function, great versatile piece that we're going to be able to have a lot of fun with. So let me get rid of these pillows and we'll move on to our next topic. So we've got those done. I do have notes. I'm going to be all over the place. So we have also switched up some things. Let me get down to the things. Okay, we've switched up a few things. These are going to be harder to see. Yep, can't see them at all over here. So I'm going to just hold them up for you. We have had drops, wooden floss drops. We've also had the wooden floss dial. You've probably seen those. The boho dial, our floss organizer, which is long, and these floss drops. This is the core to our floss organization system that we've offered here in the, yeah, I see that's sure, that we've had in our shop for a while now. We've just made one change to these. They're still the same pieces. We've made one change, and that is, it's going to be tough to see them, but we've switched them to acrylic. Let me find something, and obviously clear acrylic. So this is the organizer, which is a long version. I've got one over here in wood. Oh, here I don't. Anyway, let me find something I can put behind it. I should have thought of that first, right? Here's I'll show you this. Look at this. I'm sure you've seen this. Look at the grain in this piece, you guys. Oh my gosh. See, our pieces are done from maple. So from time to time, you're going to see wood grain show up in these. And the only reason why it's out here is because, yeah, sometimes I grab the one I want for myself. And I did. So this is the clear version of the floss organizer. The lines for the organizer are still on there. What I would probably do is either write on these with a Sharpie and then remove it with, I think alcohol will remove the Sharpie with it, or even print your labels off with maybe the address part of an Avery label would be a great way to label that. That's our floss organizer now as acrylic. The other thing we have is the drops are also acrylic, and these will all be in the shop. Isn't that green? Oh, can you believe it? Sorry, I shouldn't have. You guys will probably all want one now. I know. Look at, see, I'm going to stain this. And so I really loved the handle. And a lot of it's going to be just covered up, but I like the variety in it. So these are the drops that I have used in the past. And I will show you the reason why I like them and why I cut them is because here it is in the wood version. You can hold multiple, I can hold this down. You can put multiple skeins of floss on this particular hole. It's a larger hole, about a 1-inch size, and this is seashell-y. So we are now offering it again in the clear version, and I'm going to show you this in a minute over here with putting those on. So there's also the drops, and then, of course, you're not going to be able to see this, but here we go. The boho floss flower is also, there we go. Also, you can see me. Also in acrylic as well. So these will hold stickers or anything like that. Those will be added to the shop next week, along with one more thing. And this is like, I'm super, super excited about this. I don't make it. I'm ordering it in to offer because I'm using it, and I'm like over the moon. So we're going to need some space and sit and chat a little bit more about organizing. Now, the next thing I'm talking about, and I think oh, you know what? I'll grab. It's everywhere, you guys. Okay, Denise is asking, could you put a little foot knobs on the bottom? What do you mean by foot knobs? Oh, on the bottom of on the ledge, like so that it would stand up. I can show you what is that what you're talking about, Denise? I can show you where to get something like that, to order and just glue to the bottom of them. Sure enough. We could, I can show you that stuff. Okay, let's switch over to here. Nothing's there, but I'm going to show you a set that this is also a drop set that I'm bringing into the shop. And these are called Annie's Keepers. I think you've seen these maybe before. I know I've seen them at retreats before and things like that. And what they are is a system that has this hanging file to organize them on. And these are the drops that fit right in here. You can slide them in this way. You can pop them back out, and you can pop them back in right there. So like, for instance, if you had some all lined up and you want to just pop it, you could pop it right back in without having to take them all off and put it in there. This system fits, like I said, inside a file organizer, and I had purchased this one just to kind of get started. I'm thinking I might keep them in a filing cabinet so that I can put them all in, and then just like a file organizer, right? It hangs right on the edge here. The system is coming, and I'll show you all of you get tons of these, okay, in what's a few different ways to buy. What I have done is I've ordered them in sample sets so that you get just a few. And then I've ordered some with more, so like a 50 pack. And then I've ordered a few of the Getting It All kit, which is 300 of these plus 20 of these. And you do get stickers. Okay, the stickers that come with it, though, are these round stickers, and you write on them. I'm going to show that over here. The other stickers that you saw are actually from Pip and Chip. That's these. And these, I'm like so obsessed. So it's kind of like a combo thing. I don't carry these. You have to get these on Etsy from Pip and Chip. Let me show you. But these are permanent stickers, and they make them for this Annie Keeper system. So we are going to be selling the clear drops, blank, and the organizer. And if you want color, you'd buy this from Etsy, from Pip and Chip. Otherwise, it will come with round ones that you can just write on. That's up to you guys, because this is going to cost extra, obviously, to go get them. Let me tell you, I do know off the top of my head that a pack of the 300 pack of these plus 20 of these runs right at about, I think, $88. And it comes with those clear circles. Like that clear. I'm sorry, plain, unfinished, you write on them. Then these from Pip and Chip. Oh, my iron's on. Whoops. From Pip and Chip, you would get these, and they are obviously additional price. Okay? I'm just kind of a freak, and I like the color, so I went that way. But what do you guys think? Any questions with this system? Over there, they do have DMC, Weeks Dye Works, I guess it is right this way, right? And Classic Colorworks. So the other thing I'm going to show you is that these, all set up with Classic Colorworks, also fit on the clear. Let me just flip this around. On the clear drops from our shop. So for instance, I'm setting my Classic Colorworks up on these. So because I have a lot of Classic Colorworks that are duplicates, you know, like a lot of extras. And so this will hold, I can hold my Classic Colorworks on these and then just kind of transfer them over because this is how I already had them. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. And I'll show you a cool thing that I had, the way I was doing it. Let me move some things out of the way to get them lined up. For instance, I've already done this apple fritter. Can you see it okay? Yeah. So what I did was I need C. Shelley. That's in our Classic Colorworks. You get all of them. So we'll find C. Shelley. There it is, sorry. Focusing. And what I did was so that I could, you know, I don't know about you, but I get into that. Like I want it all lined up the same, right? If they're all going to hang together. So since they're clear, I lined one up and then it'd be easier without that floss on there. And then I put another one on top of it and put the second one right like that. That way they get all put in the same spot. Now I can take the 3 skeins that I do have in my collection of Classic, and I can load them all onto here because I've got that nice 1-inch hole. These are a little thinner than our wood ones. They are 1/8 of an inch thick. We're going basic with just doing clear. Can do fancy. I'm just going to go basic, guys, with our system as far as just keeping our things clear. And voila, now I've transferred my C. Shelley over to this. So I hope that was clear as mud. I will put some more things on the site, you know, and show you the entire system as we get ready. It will be up on Monday. We'll say noon Eastern Standard Time for ordering. While I have this out, I'm going to show you something else. So I had these DMC pieces kitted up with the, oh, that's so cute. Isn't that so cool? I can hardly stand it. For a whip that I thought I'd share with you. So, okay, do you like the system? Does it look like something you're interested in? It's pretty. It's like I said, I'll have some sample ones for you guys to try and grab in the cart by Monday because they're, you know, like they're not expensive at all. They're really reasonable. But I have a whip to show you that this floss was kitted on. And I've been working on, while I was at market, I had the chance to meet Robin Pickens, so sweet. No, Denise, I see your question. They do not have color and cotton at Pip and Chip. They do, however, also have Gentle Arts. I did notice that. Unless I missed it. You'll have to double check. They're on Etsy. I'll link it in this. I don't have many links for this episode, but I will link that. So I also started, I've got a whip to share, woohoo, this piece from Robin Pickens, and that's what I've got going on so far. I do have it in this super cool portfolio from Rika. Look at this. Can you stand it? Look at how cool the colors are. I love that so much. So I got this going. The colors that she chose were just colors that I don't normally gravitate towards these, but I love them. I thought they were so pretty. So I grabbed those, and this particular fabric that I've got it on is that new color from Cedar River Linen. Let me see if it's in my bag. It's good. I had made a mistake and ordered it I ordered 28 count, so that's what it is. I don't have it written down. It's the new color that they have out. And I got the wrong count, or a count that I haven't been stitching on, but I do like it. So it's 28 count. It's maybe a little too light though, because we have this white right in here and it doesn't show up. There's white in here, that's okay, but this isn't showing up very good. So if you're gonna grab her series, then you might want to grab something like more of a beautiful beige or something like that if you're stitching this one on that. There are 4 more or 3 more in the series, and they're pretty cool. I'm going to get them all in the shop, but I do have a board. I'm almost done. I only have to finish up this last little piece right here. It's a really fun stitch. I mean, maybe you do too, I don't know, but I really enjoy when I have like chunks of colors to just kind of, just it's comforting and just kind of fun to do. So I'll be finished with this very soon. I've got to finish up this little bit in here and then those pieces right here. And I'm happy to say so far I have nothing I had to fudge. It's all right. I'm kind of excited about that. I do have a board that this is going to go on. I have a series of boards, and I will share that with you by the time I have it finished, which is probably going to be the beginning of next week as well. But I just thought I'd show it to you while I was also showing you the way I had kitted this up using the new system. And then what's cool is that now that it's done, when I'm done with it, I will just pop these back onto those rods and put them back into my organization. Okay, what do y'all think? Any questions on any of that stuff so far? I know it's a lot going on, a lot of fun. I'm really happy to be sharing that with you. On the other note, back to organization. I got so many things, you guys. There's also something that I got a lot of questions about when I did the bag parade, because I had it in my picture, but I never told you what it was. And so there was a bunch of things like, hey, where's that bag? What's that bag? Is that bag available? Yada, yada, yada. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but let me grab it. And it is this bag coming over here in the denim. This is the faded denim, which is fabulous. I love it so much. And yes, they're coming to our shop. But let me show you my larger one that I have been using kind of as my retreat tote. All right. I'm going to share something with you guys because, you're all my best friends in here, right? A little bit about Chantelle. I love all of my project bags. I love my retreat totes that I have. They're all super pretty, but sometimes when I'm packing to go somewhere and I'm putting together a variety of, projects and project bags that are going inside a bag, right? And these aren't matching the outside of the bag. I know I don't look like I'm that obsessed over matching things, but for some reason that stresses me out, that like the bag is out of one fabric and then my other things are out of another. So one of the reasons why I love this bag is because it's just this classic faded denim, right? I also love it for its size. The construction of it is phenomenal, and it has 2 handles, this really long one, and then this set right here is a leather set. So you can grab like this. This will go over your shoulder. This leather set will come off, so you can take it off if you need to wash it. For instance, when we went out west, whoops, this isn't it. Here's my other one. My other one was sitting in the back and some water spilled, so it got on it. I need to just take those handles off and go wash this bag, and it will be washed, and I can do that. So you just take the leather off and you can wash it in the machine. Yes, I am putting these in the shop. Okay, these are from Immodest. They're amazing. The construction of them, they come in a few different colors. They will be added to the shop soon, along with the option for monogramming. If you want my name on it, I can put Chantelle's 141 on it for you too, but I'm guessing you'd like your own. So you let me know what you'd like on it. I'll give you options for having them monogrammed or just having it plain. There's also another pocket on the inside. Let me get my chargers out of here. But there's another pocket on the inside. I've been using it for a while and I love it. It's a go-to. So that's coming soon as well. And thank you for asking, because I just put it in the picture and then I didn't share it with you. We got so wrapped up into the whole project bag parade, which was super fun. We are still waiting for a few people to get back with us about gather or getting the bag that they want. I think we just have 3 that haven't been done. I did get a special one in the mail. This was from Vanessa Bryce Handmade, and she sent me one as a thank you. So I got to keep this one from Vanessa, and I just wanted to thank you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. I love it. I just got it today, actually. It was kind of MIA, I think, for a little bit because it went to the grocery store next door and they brought it over. But I got a nice note and everything, and she really appreciated. She said that it went well, and you guys all went over, and it sounds like you all, supported those guys, all of the people in the Project Bag Parade and the people that were the makers, that you all supported them, and that was really awesome of you. So I'll just go back in here and see looking for any questions. Oh yeah, Roberta, your daughters will love that system. It'll be very cool. So what I'm going to do is all of those things, they'll be listed in the shop on Monday. If things run out, I might add more quantities and I'll just get things more on order. So what I am going to say is that these things, because they're kind of a little bit out of my control for getting them stocked and getting a lot into the shop at one time, it will be a 1 to 2 week turnaround. So I just want to preface that right now that, like if that's the case, I might add them to the shop so you can put the order in, and then we'll get them to you as soon as we can. If it gets a little crazy, then we'll have to just back up a little bit, but we'll make it. I just wanted to give you a heads up, and especially if somebody's watching on the replay, that they know that these things are going to be coming in. And I see your question, Roberta. Yes, we will keep reordering. We will keep these in stock. It just have to keep reordering the things. Okay. Hi, Holly. Thanks for joining. Yes, bags are coming. I have one too that's a dark blue, so I'll share that as well. Okay. Now, so much, right? So much going on. There's something else I want to show you, because I also had the chance we were skiing, right? And then we stopped off at a stitching shop. Did any of you guys see it in the vlog? Oh my gosh. A stitching shop is a great resource, and I want to send you there should you need things, because they have, hey Deb, they have phenomenal things there. They really, really do. And I'm going to share some of the things in my haul that I got from a stitching shop. And you can just call them or go to their online website, because like I have the wood things and stuff like that in here, but I'm liking traveling around and finding different shops, and I'm going to, as best I can, I'm going to continue to travel and continue to do those things so that I can bring, what's going on out there to you as best I, like if I'm out and about to somewhere, I'll make sure I stop in at a shop if I can, and I'll bring it all to you. So tonight we're talking about a stitching shop. The first thing that I got when I was there, because before I went, it's in Denver, Colorado. We were in Keystone, and I had looked at their Facebook and just kind of was like getting a lay of the land, figuring out what they had, yada, yada. And something caught my eye in their picture, and it's a train case, because you know how I like to keep my stuff in stuff, right? Bags upon bags and bags inside bags, blah, blah, blah. So I got one, and I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. And look, I got purple. Can you even? So this is something they carry there at a stitching shop. No, I don't remember how much it is, but you can contact them and figure it out. But it wasn't tons, you guys. It was very reasonable. It's this really nice fabric, and it's from this company, Della Q. It came in 4 colors. There's an orange, a burgundy, this purple, and a blue. They were out of stock on the blue. The orange, I really liked it, but I thought maybe it's a little too bright. And the burgundy was a little darker than I was thinking, so I went purple. But it's kind of that smoky purple, so I really like it. The train case comes with a couple different handles. So you've got these 2 handles for just grabbing this way, and then you have this shoulder handle, which is cool because it goes across on either side. So you can like throw that over your shoulder. And this is one of those hard cases that you could take your Notion type things in when you go to retreat. Let me turn it around. Now this piece, I just was looking at the instruction. This little hole right here is if you're a knitter, this is so that you can put yarn inside and it comes out. I am not a knitter. I don't crochet. It's just, you know, but if you do, more power to you, and that's there. Let me take you to the top view and show you inside. Okay, so I've got it here on my thing. Let me see if I can move you. I don't know that this will move you out. Well, no, it just kind of does that. All right, it'll be okay. I'm going to open up, and in this inside, I've got, you know, who sits and what sits up here on the top. This is just a little, it's kind of like an Altoid tin thing that I keep, and there's something here I'm going to talk about. Woo, that's super exciting too. And so these are treasures from my travels. This came from Hobby House. It's the little measuring thing, you know, it's the red leather. It's cute. I bought these at a stitching shop too. They had yellow. I didn't have any yellow, so I decided I should dedicate it to my train case because it came from there. This tray lifts up and out, and then you've got this nice deep well inside here. First question, I think maybe you're looking at it and thinking, sure enough, this is a 6-inch hoop fitting in the bottom, and this is a 5. Look, the 5 just lays right there on the bottom. The 6 hits just right. Let me see, I got it. Oh, here we go. Just right underneath this lip so that that other tray will go on. It's a little tight, but I can get it in there. And then I've got glasses down here, a spare, you know, I got these at a retreat somewhere, and I've been just carrying them around because you know how you get to a retreat and you're all about like, I want to get going, and you don't have any drops to kit it up. So I keep those on hand, and then some wax. The width of it, let's see, let's measure this up with my little jobby do. This is 12 inches by 6. This guy's coming in handy tonight, isn't it? Then the other thing I'm going to show you is the lid is magnetic. So look at that. You can put your needle miters up here. You can put all kinds of stuff up there. So you've got a magnetic deal going on the inside of the lid. Oh my gosh, what do you guys think? I just think it's so cool, and it's been really handy. Now, another thing that this little tin came from Primitive Gatherings, but another thing that was there, and I'm going to show you this right now, and maybe you already know. If I can bring this up and get it focused, take a look at what's inside there, guys. See those needles and that gold eye? Yep, you guessed it. They aren't Pat Carson needles. However, Christine there at a stitching shop said that they're manufactured from the same company. And yeah, I've been using them and they rock. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to contact them. These are the Tapestry 28 Gold Eye, and you can order those up. That's from a stitching shop. I debated on whether I should even tell you, but I thought, why not? You're all my good friends. Y'all need to know. Those gold eye needles, they got them at a stitching shop. So run, don't walk, and order those up. Right? Can you believe it? So those needles get there. The other thing that I got at a stitching shop, let me double check. Wait, I guess that's it. I also bought, like, I have never done anything with the stretcher bar or the bars, what is it? Anyway, you know that. I haven't stitched with that yet. So I got one of those. But I didn't bring that over here. Seems like there was something else that I picked up there. Oh, it'll come to me. It's not right here. So it must be that. So this was the, oh, I know what it was, you guys. It was the buttons. They had a whole bunch of the pins. They had a whole bunch of pins from Just Another Button Company. So I was able to get these at a stitching shop while I was there for my Mad for Plaid project. Okay, whoosh, that was a lot, right? What do you guys think of the train case? If you want one of these, again, I'm going to link them in the description box below, but, you know, pop over and grab from them. So the next thing on the agenda for this evening, let me go back and make sure a woman thought of this for sure. I hear you. Do we have any other questions? Because I know, oh yes. Okay, Teresa is sharing with us that there is a matching needle case. Yes, at a stitching shop. They also have these tiny little needle cases there, small ones, that are in there as well. Oh, Debbie, you're so funny. I definitely check out that. Love that purple. You know, okay, you guys got to go watch Snug Harbor Crafts too, because I've been watching them. I feel like, Debbie, I feel like you're my sister or something. They're like we're separated at birth or something, because seriously, every time she shares something that she gets, I either want it, need it, got to get it now, or already have it. I laughed so hard when you shared the eyeball massager thing, because like, yeah, I got that too. So I think we must have the same type of taste. So yes, Lisa is sharing that Delaque does a lot of knitting bags. They do. They have other project type bag things as well. Okay, the next thing that I'm just double checking. Oh, that's what. This is the next thing on our agenda, and I think the last thing we have to talk about for this evening. So we've got a few more minutes left. We've been talking about paint, and I've been sharing paint and going over the Debbie's Design Diary DIY paint. The colors, I spent some time this week, and I painted up all of these fun little color samples for each one of them, because the samples are on the way. They will also be in the shop on Monday. I'm going to grab one and show you the size. Oh, here, let me grab the color. This is the color that I painted. Pedal Pusher is the color I painted on the ledge board with. I'm going to bring you guys over here, and we're going to look at the colors. I think there's like 42 colors to this thing, if I remember correctly when I was painting them. But there's so many different colors. The sizes that we will have in the shop. Oh, are you not there? I'm over here talking. Would you like to see that? Is that better? The sizes that we'll have in the shop is this particular size right here. This is 8 ounces. Okay. I think these are going to be, around $14, but they go a really long way. And I'm going to talk a lot about paint. We're going to have a lot of paint involved in the vlogs. We're also going to have a lot of paint here on Shop Talk, and we're going to start painting with it and doing all of the different faux finish techniques that can be done with this paint, because they are many. And I'll tell you all the special things about it. I love it. I've been using it for a while. It was paint I found a long time ago. The paint itself is a chalk and clay based paint, and I'm going to show you how thick it is. It's a super thick, highly pigmented chalk style paint. It distresses like a dream. And because the pigmentation to it is so intense, there's so much color to it, it also does something that I like to call, it's kind of like the variegated floss of paint. You've got color variation that will occur when you sand it, and then I've hit these with clear coat. Let me see if I can get a white piece of paper to put behind here to show you. I want to bring this up. Can you tell? Can you see the variegated colorway in here? Now what I did was I just painted this with a brush, then I sanded it, and then I hit it with the Deft clear coat that I love, and that created that color variety and variegation in it. Let me dump these out again. It might be easier to see here. So when you are painting, you can be very purposeful with how messy. Okay, that's good. Can you tell? What do you think? Is this visible, guys? See all of that variegation in there? That is just from me cross-hatching, basically, taking my brush, painting one direction, painting another, painting one direction, just kind of willy-nilly. And then I sanded it with, you know, like my little sander, and hit it with the Deft clear coat, and I got all of that variegated color in my paint. Many of the colors in the paint line do this. Some of them don't, but most of them do, and they're just harder to see here. Whoops, dropping it. But let's look at a couple of these colors. So our blue family is here. We've got a lot of variety in blue. You've got everything from your dark blue, this is Hay Sailor, to your bright blues, a fabulous turquoise or peacocky color. Look at, see the variegation in that? Isn't that something? That's cream. So here's our blues. And this was one of the reasons why I grabbed this chalk paint line for us as well, is because of the variety that is found in this paint line. I did order all of them. All right, they're coming. And then let's take a look at our oranges. We've got some great orange options. This was the one I used to paint the back of the acorn from the seasonings. And see the bottom of this? See that variegation in there? That's just from painting it and sanding it. Distresses so easily. Our darker colors in our grays and our blacks. So much good variety. Going to be able to do all sorts of blending. These little paintbrush sticks are also showing you great ideas of the wood grain that is found in our projects. The color Black Velvet and Little Black Dress are going to be our go-to blacks. And I'll let you know that Little Black Dress is a jet black. It is the dark, dark black. That is what I painted the on the edge boards with. And Black Velvet is going to be a little bit lighter black. Again, not a lot of lines out there have multiple blacks. And I think since black is a real good, it's kind of a go-to for us as we're painting things. So I thought that's a good one to have on hand in that black. We've got a couple great reds to work with, along with this more of a magenta color. This is Kissing Booth, I believe. Yes, Kissing Booth. Our creams and whites. All kinds of variety here, from bright whites to creams, taupes. Got another light gray and another taupe. So much variety there. And what I'm going to do is I add this into the shop and the cart. I will color match these swatches, and that's why I went ahead and painted each one of them, so I had actual swatches to paint. I will color match these to a DMC code number so that you have that for your reference. But look at our greens. So many good greens. And then we've got a few more. It's more of a purple. It's more purpley maroon color. And this is a lighter purple, that gray purple that we were talking about. And then these pastels. Look at these. Oops, let's get this. Well, those are the yellows. Actually, I'll pull some other pastels from somewhere else, but look at some of these together. I mean, can you? And the yellows that we have as options. What do you think? Is that something that's going to work? This paint has, like I said, so much character to it and versatility with it that it's going to be some really good stuff to use. These sample paints are going to go a really long way, and they are very, like I said, they're very, very thick. I'll give you one tip here, and we'll keep repeating it as we go. But when you get these and the jar, because it happens to me, the jar is too tight to open up, you're going to just hold it underneath hot water. It'll pop right open again. All right. The paint is also something that you can add water to and blend and so many things. I know. I'm so excited. The paints are mixable. Yes. So if you're looking for grays, I would definitely grab yourself, a black and a white, and then blend and mix. They're very mixable. I'm going to show you the back of this board because it was all done. This was all done with that paint. And what I did was, it's nothing. It almost looks like scrapbook paper to me. This does. It's so pretty. This is by layering. I did paint all one direction with a chip brush. So that's why you're seeing such big defined brush strokes, is because I used one of those cheaper chip brushes, and then I layered color after color after color, then sanded it like it was a jawbreaker, right? And look at all of the color that popped through. There's aquas in there. I don't know if it's showing up really good, but I just loved how it just kind of blended with these colors that were in the fabrics for Teresa's pieces. So there's going to be so much variety, so many things we can do. This is that example of little black dress. Look at how jet black that is. And then also look at the edges of how easily it distressed. It's very flat finish. So when you go to sand it, it will make a huge mess. Well, I'll tell you that right now too. It'll make a huge mess when you sand it, but the result is so good. So good. So anyway, that is what's happening with the paint colors. They're all on the way, and you can order as you want, but I will be very descriptive with you for in the shop as far as what colors match what, so that you can go and compare them to your DMCs when you're getting them. And now moving forward, when I do paint a project, for instance, this acorn, when I have these painted and show them in my vlogs or here on a shop talk, I will be using these paints. And you can use anything you want. I know I said that in the vlog, but the wood is going to work with acrylics. It's going to work with latex. It's going to work with chalk paints. You can use spray paint. You can color them with the watercolor pencils from Tim Holtz. You've seen me do that with them. You can do crackle finish on them. You can do any finish you want. You can stain them. And when you stain them, you'll see that wood grain pop. So you can use Minwax stains, water-based stains, general finishes stains, so many different things. All those things can be done. If I paint with them, though, I'm going to refer to the colors within this paint line, just because it'll be easier if you actually want those colors to be able to grab the one I used. And that's just for the sake of, I don't want to be like all pushy. I just want to let you know that that's the way it's best for me to share what the color is, right? So I'm going to just probably be using these. One, because I have a ton of it, and two, because I love using it. So, but again, if you have acrylic paints, use those. Those blend as well too. So there's lots of stuff. I just like to show you. I know, Marcy, little black dress is absolutely perfect. So I just like to show you the things that I'm working with and let you know. All right, we are right at an hour for our evening shop talk today. Do we have any colors? Okay, we've got that. We have awesome color choices. Yes, the paint will be for sale. It will be in the shop on Monday. And yes, the paint is water-based. It's also zero VOC. So this is something that you can paint, in your house without any problems of the VOCs. Now, the Deft spray that I used to put the clear coat on top of it, that's not. So you want ventilation when you're spraying. That is not a zero VOC. Okay, good. I'm glad, Luann, that you like the matching it to the DMC. I've seen them done with the fabric, so I figured that's a smart way to do that. And the paint swatches, 6 hours. I watched a lot of TV. It took 6 hours to paint these little guys. You would think. It's kind of like, I likened it to, one of those cross-stitch projects that has like 5,000 color changes. That's what it was. A lot of washing out of my brush. It was funny. I'm glad I picked a small thing to paint. And Antonia is also asking, are the paint colors mixable with white or black to change the hue? Yes. Or maybe that was the same question. Good. And let me go back down here. Great. I'm glad. And does the paint dry quick? Oh, gosh, good question. Dries like that. Super fast. I would tell you don't even paint outside in the sun or it'll dry so fast. Now, the other thing is that once it is dry, or if it dries on you and it's a little too fast, you can mist it a little bit with water and it will reactivate it some so you can get it to flow out again. I don't want to encourage you to do heavy water on the wood products though, because you don't want these to warp on you, all right? If you're painting furniture though, it's a great technique, you guys. Great technique to get a mister and a water bottle and paint it and then spray. And if you want to use it for painting furniture, because that's what it is. It's also a furniture paint and then a fabulous crafting paint. I will link Debbie's Design Diary YouTube channel when I'm done with all this, because I didn't get the links in yet, so that you can go over and watch some of the ways that she uses it and some of the ways other people are using the paint. It's very inspirational. You'll love it. And it'll give you a better concepts of what the colors are too, and how they blend together and how you can mix and match them and make great colors. The brush would be a cute paint palette board. Are they going to be available to buy? I might as well do this brush. We have the this board. We do this board, and this one I did with, this is 2 layers. So you have 2 pieces of wood, and so you will paint, you can see there's like an indent. You will paint your colors on your palette on the bottom base, and then I just stained the top and then stuck it on. Now what I did here was I used an actual chip brush, but I could include this brush if you like this one better, or a couple of them actually. And I'll make them, actually this probably should be a little bigger. I can adjust them, but that'd be a fun idea to add it as a charm to go with that. And then you can put other things on it, or, as you go. Good question. So Nancy is saying that Teresa Kogut started a new seasons collection in Patreon, and she said you would be making boards for this collection. Do you know where? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's the one with the people. Is that the one you're talking about? I will share that next week. Let me get that organized, and I will share that with you guys next week, because there's some more things coming next week as well. And then Marcy says, I have to get another one of those. My daughter saw mine and wants one. Oh, that's fun. Fantastic. Okay, putting the paintbrush in the shop. So yes, I can add those charms. I did get some requests in the comments from last time too for the items that you'd like to see me do, and that is the 12-up piece. I need to get that in the shop. The 12-up piece we'll focus on, and then the trinket box. So the trinket box will be up next for a thing. So, okay, Phyllis, you have an email that you need me to see. I will definitely go and check all that out. I saw you earlier. You sent me an email. Got you. Yeah, we need to track it down because I remember it and I will be on it. for sure. And Lynn is in tomorrow too, so I will leave that note as well for Lynn, and we'll get right back with you. And Nancy says, yes, spring is out. Yes, the chart from Teresa, the spring version, yes, that was in the Patreon. I do have something for that in mind, and we'll get that out the door really quick. So do we have any other questions as we get ready to sign off for the evening? Let me just do a scan to make sure I have everything. So we've just, here's that. I was looking for this earlier. Those are the other charts from Robin Pickens. So I did that one, and the other ones will be that. So we have a board for that as well coming. The bags, the system is coming, the other charts. The little hoops are not on the site yet. The little hoops, the notes, let's get the notes. The little hoops can be added. They just, all right, I don't want to go any further until I write that down. Where did I put that notepad? I have made a mess. Big mess, guys. Okay, little hoops. Wait, I got it. Of course, there's no pen here. Oh, here we go. Add any other questions you got? I just want to make some notes. Phyllis, little hoops, Teresa board. Okay. I'm glad you guys had fun. I know this gets kind of crazy sometimes as we scramble and show all the things. If you're here watching on the replay and you're still with us, thanks so much for joining. And I am going to sign off. Thanks, Luann. Thanks for hanging out here with me tonight. And I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, guys.